Watch the paw. Not the expression, not the purr, the paw. That slow, rhythmic push, digit by digit, extended and released. There is something happening inside that paw that most cat owners never learn about. Something chemical, something territorial, something that began on the first day of your cat's life. And it is happening to you right now. Welcome to Feline Fluent. Today, we are decoding kneading, what cat owners call making biscuits. You have probably watched this behavior hundreds of times and felt nothing but warmth. That warmth is correct, but the mechanism underneath it is more complex than you know. Kneading is a dual-function survival behavior that begins in the first hours of life and never fully stops. By the end of this video, you will never see it the same way again. Kneading is universal. It appears in every domestic cat, regardless of breed, sex, or upbringing. It appears on soft surfaces, hard surfaces, warm bodies, and cold furniture. Most owners read it as a simple comfort signal, and they are not wrong. But comfort is the surface layer. There is a second function running simultaneously, one that most people never notice because it is invisible. You cannot see it, but every surface your cat needs can detect it. Here is the mechanism that changes everything. Located in the interdigital spaces of each paw, between and beneath each toe, are two types of glands, apocrine and sebaceous. Every time your cat's paw extends and applies pressure, those glands are activated. They release a complex mixture of proteins, lipids, and volatile compounds, a chemical signature as individual as a fingerprint. This is a scent marking event. Every knead is also a territorial inscription. Your cat is not just sitting on you. Your cat is writing on you. Kneading does not begin as a comfort behavior. It begins as a survival mechanism. In the first hours of life, a kitten that cannot stimulate milk flow from its mother will not survive. The kneading reflex is the solution. Rhythmic paw pressure applied to the queen's mammary glands activates the letdown response. The kitten does not learn this. It is pre-wired, neurologically installed before the eyes open. As the cat matures and weaning occurs, the milk is gone, but the reflex is not. It has been reassigned. The motor pattern remains. The targets change. What makes kneading behaviorally significant is that it is running two programs simultaneously. Program 1, the nursing-imprint. The motor pattern and the neurochemical reward associated with early feeding are still linked. When an adult cat kneads, the same neurochemical cascade associated with early life security activates. Program 2, pedal allomarking. The interdigital glands are actively inscribing the kneaded surface with a personal chemical signature. These two programs are not in conflict. They are complementary. The cat feels safe and simultaneously marks the source of that safety as claimed. Watch both layers at once. Above, the physical event, the rhythmic press, the slight claw extension, the weight transfer between digits. Below, the chemical event, each press activating the interdigital glands, each release depositing a fresh layer of the cat's individual signature. The cat experiences neurochemical comfort. The surface receives a territorial inscription. These two things are happening simultaneously, every time, without exception. You are both a comfort object and a claimed territory at exactly the same moment. The data clarifies the hierarchy. Cats do not knead randomly. They need the things they are most attached to. Research into feline allomarking and social behavior consistently shows that kneading intensity, how hard, how long, how frequently, correlates directly with the cat's assessment of safety and affiliation. A cat that needs you intensely is not simply comfortable. It is actively inscribing you with its highest value territorial chemistry. You are not just a favorite surface. You are a primary node in the cat's safety map, and you are being maintained as such, one press at a time. Here is what this looks like in every living room in the world. A person sits down. The cat appears, settles, and begins. The person feels the warmth, the rhythm, the purr that often accompanies it. They reach down and stroke the cat and think, "My cat loves me." They are right, but love is a shorthand for something more specific. This person has been chemically inscribed as safe. The cat's trust is not just felt, it is physically deposited. The academic framing is precise. Ethologists describe adult kneading as a retained neonatal reflex, the nursing motor pattern preserved and repurposed that now serves an allomarking function. Allomarking, the deposition of chemical identity onto social partners and shared objects. This is the same category of behavior as headbutting and chin rubbing, but delivered through the paws, which carry their own unique glandular signature. The implication is significant. Your cat is not just kneading the way it needed its mother, it is kneading you the way it needed its mother, while simultaneously treating you as part of its communal scent profile. Here is the most elegant aspect of the mechanism. In Kittenhood, kneading is extractive. The kitten presses, and milk, and therefore life, flows toward it. In adulthood, kneading becomes inscriptive. The cat presses, and chemistry flows outward, deposited onto the kneaded surface. The motor pattern is identical. The direction of exchange has reversed. As a kitten, your cat was absorbing safety from its mother. As an adult, it is generating safety, building a chemically defined world of trusted surfaces and trusted individuals, starting with you. This reframes the first need. When a cat approaches a new surface, a new piece of furniture, a new person, and begins to knead, that is not a declaration of comfort already established. That is the act of establishing comfort. The chemistry is being deposited for the first time. The surface is being initiated into the cat's safety network. By the time your cat needs you with full, relaxed intensity, deep, slow, rhythmic, eyes half closed, the inscription is done. You have been claimed, chemically, permanently, with paws. Zoom out, and kneading is one part of a larger architecture. Domestic cats operate a full allomarking system, 4 distinct deposition behaviors, each activating a different set of glands. Headbutting activates the forehead temporal glands, cheek rubbing activates the facial perioral glands, kneading activates the pedal interdigital glands. Full body rubbing activates the flank glands. All 4 deposit the same individual chemical signature. All 4 contribute to the same output, a communal scent profile that defines the cat's social world. If your cat headbutts you, cheek rubs you, kneads you, and rubs its flank along your leg, that is not 4 separate affectionate gestures. That is a complete chemical registration. You have been inscribed by the full system. Here is the verdict. Kneading is not just comfort. It is a dual-function behavior running a nursing imprint and a territorial chemistry sequence simultaneously. When your cat needs you, it is accessing the oldest neurochemical safety circuit it has, the one installed before its eyes were open. And it is depositing that safety signal onto you, claiming you as part of its chemical world. Every press of those paws is a compound statement. You are safe, you are mine, and I trust you with the oldest chemistry I have. That is not making biscuits. That is the deepest inscription a domestic cat can make. Next time your cat settles on you and begins, watch the paw. Not just the rhythm, the pressure, the digit extension, the deliberate, compound nature of each press. You are witnessing a chemistry event, a trust event, a survival architecture event. A behavior that began on the first day of its life, now aimed at you. If you want to keep reading what your cat is actually saying, subscribe. There is a lot more signal in there. Now you're fluent. See you next time.